Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the 50th anniversary that's obviously up and coming for the Halloween franchise. We still have a few years to go yet, but it is coming up. And yeah, whether we might be getting something for this, obviously I highly doubt they'd get to their 50th anniversary and do absolutely nothing for it. So I think we can definitely expect something in the works over the next few years. But what could that be? This is obviously dependent on a lot of things, and a lot of things can change, as we saw with the last Halloween trilogy that came out. You know, unexpected delays, things going on in life that just like may make things happen well, or they may make things hold up. But if I'm honest, I think with the trilogy just coming out, I did not really expect us, and still kind of don't expect us, to be really getting like a movie for the 50th anniversary. Obviously Malika Card is taking pictures, but he has been and will be continuously. I don't know whether he's going to settle on a pitch, and we may get like a new film for the 50th anniversary, something completely different. And of course that would be ideal for us to have a new insane Halloween movie that we can enjoy the 50th anniversary. But it could be risky, you know, we did just get an entire trilogy. We don't want to like oversaturate the horror scene with Michael and make him someone that, like, you know, you don't look forward to seeing as much. I know obviously like the Halloween fans, we're happy to see him regardless and we're going to be excited for it, but just in terms of like who he is in the horror, you know, genre, I think pushing him too much and showing him too much is something that's not really needed, which, you know, linking into that, I think that's why part of me doesn't necessarily want a TV show or series, to be the next step. Like, if we're going the anthology route and it doesn't include Michael, then go for it. You know, it'll be a fun thing to kind of experiment with. Obviously, the original idea of what the Halloween franchise was meant to be, you know, these little kind of horror stories, you know, that take place on Halloween. I think there's definitely space for that to happen within a series. I think it's probably the best way for them to go, you know, little hour-long episodes. I think that would be absolutely perfect. But yeah, as far as seeing Michael in a TV series, I think it's just pushing him a little bit too much. Obviously, you know, there are some great writers around now. We could get something incredible. And I'm definitely not saying that this can't happen, but, you know, it's just my opinion that, like, I wouldn't really like that to happen, but, you know, the option is there. I would love some kind of like documentary behind the scenes film type of thing to be released. You know, maybe within that we get to see, you know, the unused ending of 2018 that we know is filmed. You know, just some things like that where I think like that being shown to us is like a real treat, in my opinion anyway. You know, I think that's a great way to include some of those moments where, you know, we know about them but we haven't seen them. And yeah, like a documentary of some kind, but like, you know, like a movie length or even longer, you know, documentary that really gets in depth, and we just, you know, like we bring back some people that maybe haven't been in the films as recent, but just any stories they have where we can again like bring those older films back to life with these new stories. And I think something like that would be really nice. However, another route that they could take would be a game. Obviously we are basically getting the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I don't know if it's out anywhere yet. I know that at the moment I saw on my PlayStation 5 that it's pre-order. Yeah, that looks very interesting. Obviously there's also the Friday the 13th game. It may be a bit of a weird thing if that was the focal bit of the 50th anniversary, you know, to just throw a game out there when, you know, like stereotypically Halloween like OG fans, you know, they may have been 18, 19 back in 1978. That may not appeal to them, which I completely get, and you know, I get why you might be a little bit let down by that even. But I think regardless, in the works, I'd love to see some kind of Halloween game, you know, like a proper one like they've done with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I've heard great things about it. I'm really excited to try it out when it comes out. But yeah, just little things like that. There's a lot of fun and creative things that we could get with the 50th anniversary. Obviously, I have absolutely no clue right now, and there's still a good few years yet until, you know, we're getting to that point, but it is coming up. You know, there's the Halloween 45 convention that's coming up soon as well. I wish I could go to that, but I'm going to try really hard to make the 50. It's going to be tricky, but I'm going to work it out. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see or think we may get with the 50th anniversary coming up. Be really interesting to see what you guys have to say, and leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.